Question 4, what kind of surgery did you get or how did you treat them? So I ended up getting an open hysterectomy. I think I said that right. Open something hyster. I was cut from just below the sternum all the way down to about the midsection of my crotch. Um, so I'm literally gutted. It was a lot. The process of healing has been a lot. It's been easier than my C-section was, let me say that much. That was hell. But I also had a giant mass still in me. I mean, it was literally the size of a baby. It was almost 8 pounds and 21 centimeters by the time that it came out. So, and that was actually shrunk from what it used to be. So, um, yeah, I was not having a good time with the C-section, but with the hysterectomy, it's been difficult in a different sort of way because I've felt like I'm doing better, and so I push myself more than I was with the C-section. With C-section, I was forcing myself to rest more, although I still wasn't great, but I wasn't as bad. Um, because I was in so much pain. I just couldn't push myself the way that I can now. So, yeah, it's been hard in a very different way than it was before. Um, but yeah, everything's out except for my ovaries. They do recommend for anybody who goes through this in the future, if you do have a hysterectomy, if you're able to keep your ovaries, do. Especially if you're still having periods, like if you're still young like me, I'm 33. So it helps with keeping your hormones intact and not like make them go all haywire even more. Um, so yeah, definitely try to keep your ovaries if you can. That's what we ended up doing, taking everything but the ovaries. And then what were my symptoms? The symptoms that I was going through, obviously bloating. I was huge. Like I said, I looked like I was having twins because I basically was, just without having two babies. Um, I was having a lot of nausea all the way through my pregnancy and even after. Um, Difficulty eating, difficulty urinating, actually, which is not one that I hear all the time. Um, because of the size of it, it was putting pressure on my ureters and like squeezing them closed. So I'd have a hard time getting my urine stream started. And so I would have to hop in the shower, hop in the bath. Um, I eventually figured out if I leaned back in a certain way, it relieved the pressure enough that I could get the stream started. Like, just there were tricks that I taught myself and figured out helped, but it did get bad enough. Like, my kidney issues ended up getting bad enough that the doctors or a nurse told me that I may have had to get a stent if I hadn't gotten the surgery when I did. Um, and even then, I ended up having some kidney issues. Not as bad as it could have been, so thank God for that. But it was starting to atrophy, and because of like not being used enough. So yeah, lots of symptoms, pain, of course, pressure from the size, stuff like that.